Hang on, for whatever reason, this is being a little difficult. All right, there we go. All right, so what the hell? What are you doing here?
What do you mean, what am I doing here?
I didn't even see you online. Hang on, I gotta lower the audio. Okay. Alright, so Steam had this whole sale over the winter, and so I bought a bunch of games, and one of them was a indie style game, I think similar to Code Vein.
As the war
But it looked pretty
concluded
cool,
and eons
on
of
sale.
calamity waned,
so I picked it up.
all life withered, leaving behind
That was
a
Valhalla,
desolate world.
Yeah.
A mysterious black mud crept forth,
I played Magic, that's for
corroding the
Xenoblade.
land inch by inch.
Yeah, I couldn't think of what to play.
The remaining humans roamed amidst the ruins, haunted by
Holy
fear.
shit, Pimp Demon's finally hit purple? Also, hello, Pimp Demon.
They fought for food
Congratulations, Pimp Demon.
and sought refuge from the monsters born
No, because I
from
was
the
thinking
mud.
about doing a Final Fantasy 16 stream where I go over the lore pieces.
Desperate.
But to be honest,
swarmed
at this
to the
point, I
last
think that's better to
bastion
off just
of
off
humanity.
stream. I think during Kyle's next stream, I'll just be
Heavens
reading
well.
the descriptions in the background and taking notes on what's viable and what's not for usage.
So how's that going for you?
I'm just gonna read them all within an hour. Then afterwards, I'm gonna write out where I think the game sits at. Because I want to go through all the descriptions in game to make sure I don't forget anything. It was either I was either gonna play this, Borderlands, or Star Wars: The Old Republic. Not the MMO, the original RPG. But those take a while to play, so I didn't feel like starting those today. So instead, you get anime Dark Souls, which is really just Dark Souls with only like one extra step.
Where is this?
Way is there? Okay. Oh, that turn that feels a little rough. Oh, that roll also feels pretty rough. Yeah, this is a Dark Souls game. Man, I just took wearing their inspirations on their sleeve. Wait, can I not jump? Oh, this really is a Dark Souls game. I was kind of joking a little bit. Oh, I got a sword. Let's go. Nice. Nice, we take those. We take those. Boo, fudge Borderlands? You're not a fan of Borderlands? There's quantity of mud energy available to you. Sync rate reaches maximum percent. Sync rate is categorized in multiple levels. Suck? That's fair. I've never really quite been a fan of the Borderlands game style. The lore actually was. Yep, this is Dark Souls. This game had a lot of rules around it to stream it. Basically, it just boiled down to don't do anything you're not supposed to, and also don't present this game in a bad light in terms of like gameplay and bugs and stuff. Oh man, that got nice. Hope I don't have to deal with that situation.
I don't know how to feel about that.
What was that now?
I don't know how to feel about that.
What about the rules for streaming?
Well, don't show our game in a bad light. Well, sometimes you need to.
The store's gonna close on me if I go in there, so we're not gonna go in there. I can just feel it in my bones. No, I understand. It was definitely a weird moment, because I think this is like one of the only indie games I've seen where they actually just flat out ask for such specific requests. Why are you playing Code Vein version of what we have that at home? Because it was on sale. And indie games have charm to them. They have like a mechanic or two. Oh, here we go. Weapon skill. Okay, so what's my weapon skill? Okay, all right. I see the mechanic here. I like it. This actually feels like it rewards combat a little better than the other ones do. So we'll see if that actually holds true. Yeah, no. So well, the JJK got messed up again. I'm waiting for a translation before continuing. Our Sukuna fans are definitely not having a good time right now. Now that Yuji seems to casually be above him. Can't wait.
Okay, not to talk shit, but like after 60 years, he fucking better. If 60 years passes by and when he fights the main villain, he's like, man, if only I was as strong as Gojo. I want people to shut the fuck up about Yuji.
Yes,
It's no longer like fucking what's Mr. Personality's name? His fucking friend.
Yuta?
No, the other one, the boring one. The other boring one.
No. Oh, wait, Megabean.
Yeah. I don't want him to be potential man anymore. That will be exclusively Yuji.
What is this? This is a game called AI Limit. Oh, what the hell shot me? Oh, you bastard. Yep. Hello, Retro. I bought it on sale at Steam, so, yes. It is another Dark Souls clone, but it plays a little more fluid than some of the other clones I've played, so that's not bad. Look guys, the other games I was gonna play were RPGs and they were gonna take too long for me to do anything. Trust me, this at least has some gameplay beforehand. You guys did not want to see me start a Knights of the Old Republic save file. Trust me, that would have taken us hours to get anywhere.
Really?
Oh, you've never played the old Knights of the Old Republic games, have you? Oh,
No, I don't fuck with Star Wars.
There. It's a janitor! Ow! Okay, that tracking is ridiculous. He's beating me with janky movements! That's gonna explode. Yeah, I was like, it's gonna explode. I should have jumped out of the way. Wait. Oh, I just gained the spell. Okay. I got a railgun. Definitely in a good position to be in. Oh, it's a heal over time. Carry on.
I made a big culinary leap today.
What?
For the first time ever, I tried fried rice.
You've never had fried rice before?
Nope.
Oh, I'm kind of surprised. Let's see here. What is this? Oh, no, Dark Souls clone. I'm gonna talk shit. Maki killed the women and children, and I'm sick of people saying she didn't. Yeah, she probably did, but who cares? They tried to kill her first. More waifu gaming in my Soulsborne-like games? Is this that Code Vein 2 game? No, this is a indie game called AI Limit.
No, but forget that. That's not what you should be mad about. You shouldn't be mad about the fact that Maki killed the women and children. You should be mad about the fact of, like, Gege was so fucking lazy. He dropped the plot point between Maki and her sister because he couldn't be fucked to resolve that properly. Like, he dropped that like a hot shit so quickly.
To be, so regarding the, and Kyle's right, but regarding the Dark Souls versus DMC clone, I think the reason there are more Dark Souls games than there are DMC style games, because I thought this was more of a DMC style game when I bought it, to be as fair as possible, based on the visuals. I think it's because they're just easier to make.
They are.
Yeah, I'll say they're way easier than DMC is to make. Because I played...
Let's be clear here when it comes to Dark Souls clones. You don't need to have in-depth combat like you would if you were to try and mimic a hack and slash, or even like trying to be like a God of War clone or something like that. Because you at least need some sort of in-depth combat. With a Dark Souls clone, you don't need to. You just need to have a dodge mechanic that can be roughly played around mid to shit combat.
The branch.
Yes. Quicksim power skills game like you did that other game with the woman. You mean the one where I killed other women? I still need to beat that series. I was actually gonna play that one for you guys, but the save file doesn't transfer over because it's an indie game. Go figure.
I'm Asteria, the branch
Would
weaver.
rather, yeah. But so, what
I've
was I
been
gonna say?
waiting for you.
I've played
It's a pleasure
I've
to know
played
that you've
indie
arrived
hack and
safely.
slash games.
What an ancient underground drainage tunnel.
You can
deep
tell
underground
they're
in the
not
south
on the
region
level
of
of the
Heavenswell.
big ones. That's not to
Is
say
this-
they're bad,
A branch?
but people will
As
not
you see,
appreciate the
this
subpar
branch has been
gameplay
damaged
of the
since
indie hack
long
and slash
ago.
games. So that's why I don't think people spend
Please
too much
use
time
your
making
power
them.
as a blader
Monster
to
Hunter sucks, so
restore it.
don't worry about talking about Monster Hunter.
Don't worry, we have a friend who's tried for years to get us into Monster Hunter.
Devil, if you're watching, I'm sorry, but also not sorry at the same time. Come on. Wait, is my hand a tree?
Well, actually, like I don't know if you saw it today, but I've just been enjoying myself of a new series that I just bought out of curiosity.
What is it?
Blood Omen Legacy of Kain.
I've heard good things about it.
Dude, for a 1996 PS1 game, dude, it fucking rules.
Dude, PS1 game slap. Come on now.
Dude, Kane's fucking face. I love him. He's awesome.
Also, there was one other indie game I could have played, but you guys weren't the biggest fans of my Resident Evil streams, and it's a horror game, Resident Evil style, PS1.
Oh. Speaking of, 1996 Legacy of Kain. For a game that comes out that, you know what it doesn't have? Tank control. It actually plays like a real fucking game.
Sounds like total dog shit, not gonna lie, Kyle.
Bro, when I can throw a ninja star and strip the flesh off people's bones, fuck you, no, that's sweet.
Hang on. Because I don't know when it... Okay, hang on. Let me look at attribute details. My Netflix roll powers. Wow. Wow, wait, hold on. Is it the same description? Okay, here we go. I'm tripping. Cool.
Oh, so before I tell you my thoughts on my culinary experience today, what are your thoughts on fried rice?
They're pretty good.
Okay, I thought it was mid. I thought it was fucking mid. Like I didn't hate it, but the smoky taste is just not for me.
Yeah, it's not good for everyone.
Like if somebody was to serve it to me and there was nothing else to eat, I wouldn't refuse it, but I wouldn't go out of my way to get it.
That's fair. Hang on. Kyle, play Legacy Kain. That's right, Kyle. Fuck tank controls. You guys fucking suck. What do you mean you haven't finished Other Side? Pimp Demon! Not only did I finish Other Side, I made a How Powerful video on it. Come on now. I actually really liked how Powerful video turned out. No one else watched it, but I liked how it turned out.
Watched it.
You did, Kyle. Thank you for that. That being said, I really got...
I watch my friends' videos, unlike some people.
I do watch your videos. I just saved them up for a while and then watched them all in one go.
What are you waiting for? Oh, my very consistent upload schedule, I see.
I saw you got 11,000 views on your, on your,
11,000?
yeah,
Fucking which video?
you got 11,000 views from what I saw on your Prototype 2 video,
once
I
connected
believe?
to the branch. What happened?
No. And that took like fucking 2 years if it did.
Leave
I'm pretty
this
sure
area
you got,
and proceed
11
to
views
heavens
on
to
it.
truly understand everything.
What did you fry it
must
with?
embark on the journey. For this purpose, I am off now.
I don't know, walk.
Oh, okay, I kind of like this. So then I get... Ooh, I like that. So then I get a free sword. Hooray.
have accepted the path go.
Man, I forgot how enjoyable it is just to not power scale for like 2 weeks and just fucking enjoy doing nothing.
Must be nice. I watched Kyle's video. He never noticed me. Insert how could this how could this happen to
Is this fucking Pimp Demon?
Yeah. Ah!
Your comment didn't come up. Go back and watch the live chat. Your comment doesn't come up.
Dude, you were going Pimp Demon? That's not cool.
I literally had it on like new messages, not top message, like I always do even for normal streams. His message never came up.
Rice with gravy is pretty good. Okay, don't listen to fucking him. I don't know what the fuck's wrong with him. I don't know like if he was recording complete. But don't
It's
listen,
alright.
don't listen to him. That
Alright.
sounds disgusting. What the fuck, Jeremy?
That's alright. I don't like gravy.
Really? Ah, kind of surprised.
Not for me.
So,
I'm a fat man out of laziness, not because of what I ate.
well,
Because I don't move.
well, you seem like a purveyor of the culinary arts.
I'm a purveyor of staying in one spot for as long as humanly possible.
So they just told me how to swap items, and I did not listen. Guess I'm carrying on. Gravy with rice is insane. Dude, who the fuck has gravy with rice?
I've never heard that before. Wouldn't the rice get like super mushy if you don't eat it immediately?
At that point, just have fucking curry. Just have fucking curry, you psychopath. Gravy is
That sounds
also
actually
with fries.
that sounds not the gravy part, but the curry. That sounds pretty nice actually.
Well, curry's usually served with rice.
I know, dickhead. I'm saying that sounds nice. I might actually go and get some like tomorrow.
Don't call me a dickhead, you fucking dick. So I did see your premiere, but I was too busy losing my intestines in the bathroom to join. But I hope your premiere went well, Kyle.
You can still watch. It's not like a live service where everybody gets to talk during it, where it's just like, good video, good video.
So I think I've told you this before, but I actually don't take my phone into the bathroom with me. When I go sit down on the toilet, it is simply me in the toilet.
See, he just said that he knew that I was premiering, even though he was on the John. So somebody's lying here.
So what happened is I see you premiering. I toss the phone to the couch and I go into the bathroom.
Oh, I see how it is. Oh, my friend is premiering a video it took him months to do. Fuck him, disgusting. Trying to take a shit. God. A new video from Kyle, trash.
I think I'm about to die right now. Hang on, give me a second.
Man, just doing a lot for my self-esteem. Thanks.
Kyle, you're one of the smartest power skillers I know. And I know that's not a high bar to reach given, our
I was gonna say that's not the compliment you think it is.
What? Hey, that.
That's not the compliment you think it is, given the community that we've seen over the years.
I tried guns in stream. I became so rusty on a scrub. Oh, fuck. I just fucking realized something. I could have been fucking playing fucking, I could have been fucking playing, what's it called? Fucking Ultra Kill. Damn. Well, ooh. That's a nice background. I like that. Also, I did buy a liminal space game called Pools, but there's no creatures in it, and I don't think you guys vibe with liminal spaces the way I do, so I'm not gonna stream that one. But if you ever see a pool stream, know it's just more of a casual, just laid back stream. Let's see if this gun works. And it could be a little better. Ow. Oh, it can be blocked. Are you kidding me?
So after your experience of going through 16, when are you planning on going through and casually killing Death Battle?
Want to talk to me? Oh, I could have. Son of a gun. Okay.
Well, instead of doing a stream with Mangler, all you'd have to do is just cover just the Clive portion, because we've covered the Dante portion to fucking death multiple times.
That is something I was considering in my thought process.
Oh,
Okay, at least I don't lose all my shit.
like you don't,
Already a
you
benefit
don't
of
even
Dark
have to
Souls.
stream it. Like all you have to do is like get the video, clip parts of the Death Battle that are wrong, and then just respond to that. Like if you want me to, just tell me the timestamps and I'll get those clips for you.
Hold on.
But like, so like you know what I mean, right? Like the part of the video where they get something wrong, you watch it through and then you respond to that, and then you continue.
No, I understand what you're saying, and I can do that in no sweat. That's not the issue. No, hang on, because am I soft locked? How do I
Because
get the elevator down?
that's kind of something you could probably do with G1, and you probably wouldn't need like any of us with you either.
Well, to be honest, I don't really need. Well, if I'm going just over a Clive section, now I want to play this game too. I hope Ultra Kill soon finishes. Aren't they on the server?
Well,
right now?
because again, like,
Yep, happens.
because again, like we've covered, like when it comes to G1 and Death Battle, we've covered the Dante section to fucking death.
Not what you're saying, but
Not really much more we can add to Dante's section.
because like every single time it's the same thing. They freaking are scaling Dante off. They're not giving information here. I'm not gonna say it gets boring, but it definitely gets repetitive after a while.
Well, it does, because it's the same thing, and it's when they eventually do, like, Nero or G1 does another fucking Devil May Cry character. Like, I think the only time we'll see something new from them is if they, for some reason, do, like, Lady.
Doubt that, but we'll see. Are you gonna? So I actually do kind of want to go through that G1 blog, Cybersense, of the Warlords versus the Akatsuki. Or are you gonna want to be a part of that, like react to it?
Oh, yeah, sure, that shouldn't be too long. The problem with that is because I've explained to you the speed scaling for Naruto that I know Mangler's absolutely going to fucking hate, but I want to go through the series so I can like double check and make sure I'm not being insane on this, because depending on how it is, I think the Warlord should still be faster, but it's going to depend on when you take the Warlords.
Interesting. So you're not of the opinion that it would backscale?
So the Warlords are difficult because I'm going to ask you one question. Does Moria get Kaido scaling? But it's also like when it comes to the Warlords, who are we having in the Warlords? Like, is Blackbeard part of the Warlords as well? Is Buggy as well? Like,
that's a good question. I mean, we'll have to wait for when we get there. To be honest with you, I'm pretty sure. When does Moria get kicked out of the Warlords? Is it after the Paradise War?
yeah, yeah.
That's what it's been.
So it's not after Thriller Bark because he's at the execution with Ace. So it has to be when Doflamingo attacks him after the Paramount, isn't it? Because he gets kicked out like straight after the execution.
That's why I'm like a little confused there on that one, because I agree with you on your sentiment. Hang on. Speaking of Death Battle, bro, if Ichigo loses again, I would honestly feel bad.
He's not losing. Yeah. Here's the thing. I like Yusuke. I like Ichigo. There's no possible way Yusuke can win.
I am convinced that not only Yusuke will win, but he's gonna win, and everyone's gonna hate Death Battle for it.
There is no way he can win. He's too slow. Like
Yeah?
even if you think that their AP is on par with each other, he's too slow. He would never catch Ichigo.
Oh, we can relive memories?
Must seize the moment. Release the force field to counter.
They might give that to
for me.
Yusuke because there's a statement that Demon King
Get
level
out of here
demons and Yu
quickly.
can destroy the world casually.
Yeah, but that you would assume at best that would be planetary, but you would also point out that could very easily be like multi-continent as well.
Parry, let's go. Okay, I really like this parry. The animation feels like I'm gonna miss every single time, but I like the way it looks.
But I do like the fact of like you can tell that Ichigo is Johnny's baby because Johnny is also voicing Ichigo in Death Battle again.
That's on me. That's on me. Should've got the timing down.
Are you ready to hear Nero in Death Battle again?
You mean Adachi? That's on me. That one was a skill issue.
You mean you Narukami?
What's the difference?
It's so funny because if you ever watch the Persona 4 anime or go through like the arena games, Johnny voices both Adachi and Yu, and all Adachi sounds like is Yu with a cold.
This game like kind of wants more and more. Oh, okay, we can charge that up. But they did admit Ceros are light, meaning pre-Shika Ichigo has light speed reaction.
It's going to depend on how they want to take the multipliers for the Bankai transformations and the power scaling going forward. Because this is why I say, like, even at a bare minimum, Ichigo should be faster than Yusuke, but it's going to very much depend on how they want to play, like, the Spirit Gun
Man,
potentially acting like light.
the timing on
Early-
that parry is
Yeah.
awful. It either needs to be a faster animation, or it's got to have more leeway than that. That does not feel good. So far, the game feels fine. Like, it feels like a pretty solid Dark Souls-esque game. I can fall off the edge here. I can tell. Yeah, this is an instant-death area. Honestly, ooh, wait. Wait. Hold on. Hold on. Can I do this? Because
So, I'm gonna ask a question that's gonna depend on whether you think that like one of the Akatsuki members could probably nuke most of the non-Logia Devil Fruit users. Do you know if any of them have resistance to like cellular destruction?
I'm trying to remember if Hockey destroys you on the cellular level or not, because it would depend on if they can resist that. But so, for the sake of me not knowing at the moment, I'm going to say no.
Okay, so Datara had a bomb where if you breathe, because when it explodes, you don't see it. Like all it looks like is a giant like thing of him just blew up, but it's silent. But he's just got this like maniacal like smile on his face. So what happens is that you breathe in his chakra, and it's loaded with his bombs, and he blows you up at the cellular level.
Hang on.
So it's going to very much depend, because I think out of all of the Akatsukis, the ones that are going to give them trouble, like realistically, Datara, Kisame, Itachi, and Obito.
Don't hit me while I'm in this ladder. Don't hit me while I'm in this ladder! Okay, I'm actually surprised there are iframes on that. I thought for sure this game would not have iframes there. Okay, fair enough. I'm being a little cute there. The shark dude? No, Datara's the blonde guy with the bombs. Oh wait.
Datara is the blonde dude. So the Zim knows exactly why I say that, like, out of all of them, Kisame is going to probably be, like, the biggest pain in the ass. Just due to his, like, wide range of, like, water techniques, which Crocodile could probably take advantage of, but that's if Kisame also decides not to try and, like, continuously bombard him and like, smother him.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie.
Well, Luffy did get him wet, so there are opportunities where he can be wet and not absorb it all at once.
Yeah, water can definitely, like, you can definitely get him into water. But I was gonna say specifically was, I'm a firm believer that the warlords would just hand the Akatsuki their ass for the most part. There are definitely some options the Akatsuki have. But
I would say
of warlords taking that.
I would say it comes down to speed more than anything. Because I think I've discussed this with you. Like, you can realistically argue, like, so potentially Crocodile should scale to the rest of the warlords. So realistically, Crocodile should scale to the rest of the warlords, and the next time Luffy fights a warlord after Crocodile is Moria, and Moria can, like, keep up and dodge Luffy, who could, like, dodge Foxy's, like, light speed attacks.
I know there's still people out there who argue against Lightspeed One Piece. It's the craziest thing to me.
That's stupid.
I should not have died there. That is the hill I'm going to stand on. The game cheated me on that one, not going to lie. Low key. But the question is water wet? Yes, water is wet. I don't give a fuck what the argument is. I know someone's going to be like, oh, well, actually being wet is actually being touched by water. Then water is wet. Water in the ocean is wet. Such a... The state of not touching water... Oh, nice. Oh, it didn't even kill? Oh, that's misleading.
If you're looking for a state of dryness not being wet, let me talk to you. Ugh.
Okay.
Cold water.
We can't jump over there.
There we go.
Well, we don't have to.
So let's realistically look at the warlords, and realistically, like, look at who's not going to be a massive pain in the ass. I don't think Moria is going to be that much of a problem. I think once they understand how Buggy works, Buggy is not going to be an issue if they include Buggy. Boa Hancock is going to very much depend on how lenient you want to be, because none of the other Akatsuki have shown sexual attraction to other characters, so it's kind of like, do you want to play off they're all men or not?
Do you have a statement confirming they're asexual?
Well, I'm confirming that, like, Data has only ever gotten bonus for his clay artwork.
If you don't have a statement for them being asexual or gay, I feel like it works. Granted, it wouldn't work on all of them. I think there are some characters you can definitely argue it wouldn't work on. Like, I would be a firm believer that Itachi and Pain would not be affected by Boa's abilities, because they're just so focused.
Boa would be fucked if she had to fight Itachi, because Itachi's entire thing is like, fucking look into my eyes.
Foxy isn't Lightspeed. They're just made of that stuff. It's like saying the light orbs you can create in Skyrim is Lightspeed.
No. Foxy's things are literally stated in the manga to fire at light speed, and they bounce off mirrors. They are literally stated to be light speed beams. You can even go into the anime. The anime in both the sub and the dub in the manga both call Foxy's slow beams light. Like, Zim can confirm that too.
Yeah. No, I hate Foxy. Too bad. Wait, can I just fall down and continue?
For the longest time, until I realized that that arc was canon, I thought that was a filler arc because it was like fucking boring.
Photons? Yeah, they're photons.
But it also gets into the position of like, how do you want to take like some of the multipliers for
This
Naruto if you take the fact like they should be light speed at the start of the series, being able to keep up with Haku, who can move at light speed.
I'm just gonna state for the record that this is one of the things games could have changed about Dark Souls that would have improved immensely if I could grab a fucking ledge.
No, you will.
You want to make a better Dark Souls clone? Right now, I got the secret recipe. Dark Souls gameplay, you can grab ledges. So that way you don't fall off and die to platforming. There, done.
No.
You now made a superior Dark Souls game. Congratulations.
No.
You have surpassed the creator.
No, you just eat shit
No,
and enjoy your eat shit. Enjoy your bad gameplay.
no, fuck you. You think these fucking clones would learn to give some quality of life fucking changes? See, if I fucking go right now, I'm not gonna stab him in the back. What the fuck? I keep forgetting about you. Akatsuki are serious, kind of. Gang of villains. Then when you move towards something, don't stop at the end of it. I know you're being cheeky, but to be as fair as possible, that was the only time that happened. The last 2 times have not been that. Hang on. The gun is very nice, though. I like the gun. Okay, Akatsuki are serious, gang of villains in, they ain't getting boners by looking at Boa. So the issue is that that's not necessarily how that works. Being serious doesn't mean Boa's attraction doesn't work on you. If you have the slightest bit of attraction to her, it'll work on you. Or if you think she's cute, because that's how her, that's how the child Boa gets all the men to turn to stone in,
Well, that's kind of creepy.
Well, so I think I told you this, right? There was a clone of Boa in the
Yeah, I think we had this conversation where I said to you, that's kind of creepy.
yeah, it is very creepy, but no! Oh man, it's got the authentic Dark Souls experience. I can promise you that one.
Having fun.
It's you know what it is definitely an experience I will never forget, because it just keeps happening over and over. Does it get jutsu only work with chakra? Does it mess with the chakra and the nerves to the brain? From what I understand, you
No,
put chakra into people.
So the way genjutsus work, regular standard genjutsus wouldn't work outside of verse. Ocular and auditorial genjutsu would work outside of the verse, even if you don't think it would work 1-to-1 like it does in verse. Something would happen because you can't have a foreign body enter your brain and do nothing.
I think we're just gonna run past everything right now, to be honest with you. Yep, just start running. Just start running. I can outrun these things. Oh, I'm actually surprised that worked. Everyone in Naruto, I'm actually surprised they actually coded that in. Man, Dark Souls clones. I'm surprised this one doesn't kill me, to be honest. Someone fell off the edge. 2 people fell off the edge. Oh, I have issues with that hitbox for sure.
Man, they are going hard on this man. Leave him alone.
Everyone in Naruto's chakra, planets, animals and the planet if self-imposed character not having chakra network
So-
is a disadvantage too because you can't fight the ill potent chakra spiritual poisoning?
So not everyone has chakra. So this is the thing. There's
It's locked.
an arc. There's a side story where Sasuke ends up fighting dinosaurs that came back to life, and the dinosaurs don't have a chakra network, and he can put the dinosaurs under a genjutsu.
That's also assuming Hockey can't just passively break you out of it. Oh, hang on, where is... Oh, I can break doors now. Oh. See, I have a
Yes.
healing orb.
Hockey, the thing that made fucking Devil Fruits absolutely useless. What a weird power creep. That's like the thing to try and balance out the verse kind of made the unique thing about the verse like redundant.
It made sense though because Roger doesn't have Devil Fruit, so how do you explain? Oh, wow. That's rude.
Well, that's kind of the problem with hockey is once you've figured out what hockey is, and once the series introduced hockey, you have no reason to ever want a Devil Fruit when you can do all this shit with hockey. And if you are just like proficient at just even one type of hockey, you can like climb pretty high.
So the issue is that Devil Fruit users can also use hockey, and you nullifying hockey abilities does not nullify all Devil Fruits in general, if that makes sense. Because like Katakuri can still create the extra limbs with the mochi and give them hockey. Like your hockey will do nothing to stop that.
Hey, where are you? You won't have it. You.
So I would assume she would. Shanks is a hockey man or a swordsman? Shanks is a swordsman. People keep coping that he's not a swordsman, but he's a freaking swordsman. I think it even states his swordsmanship is like on par with Roger or something. It was always a cope argument because technically Mihawk is stronger than Shanks. Looks like I'm getting armor, boys. Looks like being in rads is no longer for old Zen.
God, how funny would it be if we get to the end of the series and neither Dragon or Shanks throws a punch? You know what would be even funnier? Just for the troll. He has both Dragon and Shanks fight each other, but he cuts away before the fight starts, and then he cuts back once the fight's finished.
Don't say that. Oda made hockey so OP, fighting became brawl fight and sword slashing again. Yeah, but to be fair, it kind of made sense because ultimately you have to explain a way for characters to be able to beat Devil Fruit users without other Devil Fruits.
It kind of gave him a way to also like give himself a little bit of a reprieve of trying to come up with Devil Fruits for fucking everyone.
Yeah, because remember, Devil Fruits are supposed to be rare.
As long as you're not on the fucking Grand Line.
Well, to be fair, I mean, not everyone. So this is where you know what survivorship bias is, right?
I've never heard that, no.
Okay, so there was a picture of a plane. The plane had several bullet holes through it. Now, these bullet holes are from the planes they were able to recover back at base that were shot. So what people believed at first was we should put more armor on the spots where the plane got shot so we can guarantee people come back. But then one day someone was looking at it and was like, guys, the planes that got shot in these spots were able to come back to us. If we are going to put armor anywhere, it should be on the parts of the plane that never got shot because those planes never came back to us. The point I'm getting at is Devil Fruits appear common Because we are in a very strange area of the One Piece world. But they're not common. We are just in like the top 1% of like the world. It's 36 degrees here in Florida. I'm trying to hear that Rockin' Alice. Witcher 3 DLC when, Kyle? Did it already come out?
Good?
I don't know. That's what I'm asking. Sea Prism was also really rare. Again, the issue is that Devil Fruits were rare, and the answer to Devil Fruits were also rare. But they... What the fuck? No, 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 no! Shit! I drive a scooter? That sucks. Rate you guys top 5 most wanted Devil Fruits and why? Top 5 most wanted Devil Fruits? Oh, okay. Oh, thank goodness we have a shield now. But the shield constantly drains, because of course it does. Top 5 Devil Fruits. It's a waifu! Oh, okay, it's waifu beating my ass. Did we start all the way back here? We did. Oh, man, I'm just not vibing with this section right now. Am I missing something? Like, because if this is a Dark Souls clone, there should have been a shortcut by now, right? Channel my inner red dust against that fucking opponent. I'd probably say the Glinkling fruit's definitely up there, but if we're talking like devil fruits that are like really good, ooh. Dang. I don't know why, but I'm feeling the Quake fruit, to be honest with you.
I'm feeling the Rumble.
Well, that's White fruit, right?
No, that's the Quake.
So then what's the Rumble then?
Enero.
Oh. Pimp Demon said that too. I mean, to be fair...
The problem with some of the devil fruits is that they're too situationary.
Yeah, but you're gonna have that problem regardless, because you either get a weapon of mass destruction, or you don't. It's just that simple. That's how. There are a few utility-based devil fruits that are kind of fine, but like, are you really gonna pick the skinny fruit?
Yes.
Actually, what is Alvida's devil fruit called? Is it? It's not skinny.
Slip.
What?
Slip.
I thought it was more like a beauty thing. Ace's fruit's also
she's a slippery woman. That's what she becomes. She was able to slip all the weight off, and because if you remember what her power is, she's able to like skate on anything.
I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. I completely forgot her devil fruit actually had a power.
That's fair. Let's be clear here. Let's say you got the jacket fruit. You'd be pretty pissed off if you got the jacket fruit.
Well, hang on. What if it makes me really good jackets?
No, you become the jacket.
What is this like the sword fruit for the elephant fruit?
Yes.
I don't know if you guys remember, but there is a.
Oh my god, I forgot about that Spondum sword.
Yeah, so Spandam has a sword that can turn into an elephant. And no. It's not an elephant that can turn into a sword.
It's the sword that can turn into an elephant.
Yes, the sword ate a devil fruit somehow and can turn into an elephant. You probably have questions. Don't worry, so does everyone else.
Will they get answered? Nope.
To be honest, actually a devil fruit that would go super well in the modern day, probably Ace's fruit.
You mean Sabos?
It was Ace's first.
It's not anymore, is it? Where is he now?
Can we block this stuff?
I still wanted to do that video at some point, either on my own or with you, where it's like we go through the One Piece arcs and we see like legitimately which villains, if they took Luffy serious from the start, would actually have won. Because when I was talking about this in chat with, I think it was like Rock and Alice and a couple of other people, we figured out that like there are a ton of arcs that would have gone super differently if the villain from the beginning actually treated Luffy as a major threat and wanted to like end him and not just like fuck around from the beginning.
Is that a flamethrower? That is cheating. That is such cheating, guys.
So I think I was telling you this, how insane it is how many arcs Luffy would just lose if they took him seriously from the start, even though they literally should have after the East Blue.
Well, the problem is that remember that like there's no reason to believe that anyone would even care that guy from the East Blue came out of nowhere, because the East Blue's not impressive.
Yeah, but here's the thing, like, I think at worst, you can make that argument until Crocodile, because then they get their new bounty.
Well, I think I remember telling you. You remember the Mountain Bandit at the start of the series?
Mountain Bandit. You mean the one that he lives with?
The one that kills Shanks, or the one that Shanks kills.
Oh, the one that's eaten by the Sea King.
Yeah, I think his bounty was 1 million.
Oh shit, really?
Yeah, no, I remember I looked into it, and he actually had like a substantially high bounty, surprisingly.
Actually, that makes no sense when you actually think about the series in retrospect. Everybody should know who Shanks is.
Well, remember, they would know who Shanks is. Oh, boys, we've turned into the ponytail wielder.
Well, because remember, he makes it clear that he knows that this is the red hair pirates when he actually like goes into the bar.
That's true. Okay, no, we've already been here. Okay, well, at least hair counts as armor.
Who knows?
Oh,
He's
thank
picking
you,
a fight with.
for the donation. Kyle, it's Eneru. If he took Eneru seriously, Luffy would be gone like the snap of his finger. Actually, ironically enough.
Eneru is weird because Luffy got super lucky. They just happened to have had the right devil fruit to nullify Eneru's power. Otherwise, he would have been fucked. And that's like the entire thing, because like Eneru solos the entire crew.
You wanna know what's funny? Real funny? Luffy isn't even a rope man.
I know. That fucking. Do you think Eneru is just like that with that retcon? I can win now.
Eneru looking at Luffy like, you should have stayed gone.
I hate when people are just like Oda didn't retcon. It's like Oda is a good writer, but he retcons shit all the time. Please.
By the way, Rubber vs. Lightning is BS. Yes, it's one of those myths. Because while Rubber doesn't conduct lightning, that doesn't make it immune to the heat lightning produces. What's going on?
Yeah, so by all rights, he should have been melted like a candle.
Man, I can just feel my ass being fucking eviscerated. I did not
Flip
like
it.
the look of that guy. Okay, well that's actually pretty damage.
Because realistically as well, like, if Crocodile didn't try to go all Albert Wesker on him and say, like, oh, I've got, like, fucking 5 minutes to spare and actually, like, decide to go serious on Luffy and make sure the job was done, Alabasta would have turned out super differently.
You want
It's funny. It's funny how many arcs would have turned out super differently if everyone took Luffy seriously from the beginning, instead of just like after he's already fucked things up, or he's like starting to win.
But at least at the start it made sense, because he was a nobody from the East Blue. But it's later on it makes less sense.
You mean like Dressrosa?
Well, to be fair, I don't think Dopey was taking Luffy lightly, was he?
He never took him seriously until he hit like 4th gear.
Yeah, but Dopey didn't take the Admiral seriously, and we know now the Admiral fucked Dopey up at they fucking actually time. Okay, you know what, guys? I just realized what made this game feel so much better than Dark Souls. I just realized what it was, and it just clicked in my head. There's no stamina bar.
Like, realistically as well, if Moria took him seriously and didn't just like steal his shadow and tried to fuck him off the sea, he could have easily have killed the entirety of the crew.
Okay, there is. Okay, I thought I was tripping out for a second there. I thought it was like a Star Rail moment where my eyes were playing tricks on me, but no, there's Jiggle Physical in the game.
Because correct me if I'm wrong, if I'm remembering Phil Bark correctly, but like Moria doesn't fight Luffy seriously until he absorbs all of the shadows, and that's only because he's pissed off that he defeated Oars thanks to Nightmare Luffy.
Yes.
Even though realistically he should be scaling the Kaido, but that's neither here or there.
It doesn't matter if Luffy is rubber because of a thing called suffocation via gold. True. Shanks losing his arm.
Oh, well, that
King's
brings
BS.
another thing up.
True.
That brings another thing of like how Caesar Clown technically should have been able to kill him and win as well. Well, he did win.
Caesar won the first fight. He just didn't kill Luffy. I forgot why though. Wouldn't that make Enru a fraud because he didn't annihilate Luffy on the spot? No, because I mean, so the problem with One Piece, and this is where One Piece actually does a good job of having the overconfident villain. Every villain in One Piece, for the most part, is being challenged at a point in their life where they have already dominated the location they're in, and they have been living there for years.
Enru was super content and bored as shit.
Like, remember guys, Enru was there so long on Sky Island that they literally called him God.
He literally dethroned Gonfall, took his throne, basically had a harem of like angels that he called up from the different Sky Islands, and basically just chilled in Upper Yard.
Like, every single person who Luffy fights more often than not has every right to be overconfident. Not all of them, but most of them do. Most of them do.
Well, not Wobble, but
Not what?
not Wobble.
Well, to be fair, he was probably one of the few who didn't underestimate Luffy. I think he actually tries to fight him head on. Or not tries, because he doesn't like fighting, but I don't think he ever takes Luffy lightly. Wow. It looks slightly better than fucking Detroit.
Well, it's kind of weird because like even Mr. 3 realistically should have won.
Mr. 3 gets into some weird scaling. Well, don't forget that Crop killed Luffy and he still somehow survived after being made a shriveled husk left in the middle of the desert.
That was the only reason Luffy survived. That was due to the fact of like Robin helping him.
So that one wasn't really Crocodile's fault, to be fair.
Well, to be fair, he also should, instead of like being in a hurry, he could have stuck around and used a bunch of other techniques that we knew he had from the when we see him in the second fight that absolutely would have killed him during that fight. To the point that even Robin wouldn't even been able to help.
Yeah, but like, why would you assume that like your fucking partner of multiple years would betray you at the end?
He never trusted Robin.
No, he didn't trust Robin. But like, why would you assume Robin would betray him like that? Because remember, they've been working together for years at that point, and she most likely never pulled anything. So why would he assume she would have saved Luffy? Also, because Luffy died super quickly, so it's not like he was impressive in their fight. There was no logical reason for Robin to save Luffy. And that's Crocodile's biggest problem, is that he thinks too logically.
Well, that's also the problem with some of Oda's writing as well. Like, Oda is a good writer, but when you go back and you look at Alabasta as a story, he never gives a reason for why Robin saves Luffy. She just does on a whim.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Oh, I forgot the button there. What I mean by calling Eneru a fraud is that Luffy wasn't made of rubber and he still didn't do shit to him. That wasn't Eneru's fault. That was the story's fault.
The story all the way up until Wano literally said that Luffy was made out of rubber, and then at the very moment that it was convenient to switch his types, Oda retconned it into being a Zoan.
Because Croc knows Dragon and Garp, why would he underestimate someone named Monkey D?
Oh, that actually brings me to other people who absolutely should have taken Luffy seriously. Like, even if you want to say in Iceberg's office, because he promised Robin, when they attacked at Ender's Lobby, Lucci had multiple chances to kill Luffy, but he takes his time because he's being arrogant as shit.
Well, remember, Lucci was like top dog of the world government at that point. To the point where everyone was surprised that Lucci lost. Even the admirals. Yeah, Luffy is a mythical Zoan type. He is the sun god brood. I think the funniest thing is Luffy technically never stopped Eneru's true goal. He got to the moon. Damn right he did.
Well, because let's be realistic. The only reason he was going after Eneru is because Eneru was trying to originally execute his friends for trespassing into Skypiea, and then it turned from trespassing into he wants to blow up the Sky Islands. So he's just being a dick. So we're just stopping him from being a dick. If he literally just like said, fine, I'm not going to execute your friends and fuck off, leave me alone, I'm going to the moon, they would have left him alone. They had no reason to go after him. And also if he didn't like decide to kidnap Nami, which he, in hindsight, he really didn't give a shit. He's just like, you're hot, I won't burn you if you come with me. Oh, what's that, you're going away? Okay, you don't get to go to the moon, but I'm still going to the moon.
Fine, don't join me at the moon. I'll go by myself and have a great time.
Yeah, because here's the thing, like, when she jumps off, it's like, okay, what's the plan? He could literally just, like, if he really wanted you, you're not getting away from him. He could have come mid-air, grabbed you, and went back up. He just didn't give a shit.
I mean, to be fair, she probably would have died, so it's probably for the best he let her go down. But yeah, no. So...
Well, we don't know. I imagine an alternate scenario where it's like, they get to the moon and he's actually just like a good husband.
So I'm going to say something about Crocodile before we sign off, because we'll get off in a few minutes. Regarding Crocodile, we know in the Alabasta arc that he's weaker than what he was at his prime, but if you take author statements, Crocodile was technically on par with Roger, Rayleigh, and Gaben at his peak. Because according to the One Piece movie Stampede, Crocodile was able to stalemate what's his name?
Bullet?
Bullet. And Bullet is stated to be on their level. So a fully primed out Crocodile is a lot closer to Emperor than he is to Warlord.
Well, this is the fucked up thing, that if you take the movie Strong World, which would canonically, well, it's not a canonical movie, even though Shiki is a canonical character, because if you were to try and place the movie, it would just be after Philip Arc. Luffy is able to fight Shiki, and Shiki could fight Roger and Garp multiple times.
So the reason I was talking about the movie specifically is because the Crocodile statement, from what I remember, is not from the movie. It's from an author interview talking about the characters and their relationship to Bullet. Because I believe what Oda said was the One Piece characters in the movies are canon, but the actual events of the movies themselves are not.
Yeah, because like we know Shiki is an actual character because he's mentioned in the manga.
Well, he's flat out in
It's
the
just
manga.
that it's just that well, Shiki is mentioned in the manga. It's just the events of Strong World aren't canon.
No. You've kept up with the flashbacks from the Rocks Pirates, right?
No.
Shiki is a fully fledged crew member of the Rocks Pirates and has several like panels with him talking to the other pirates and doing shit to them. He actually tries to kill Whitebeard at one point.
Does he have the swords for legs?
No, because that hasn't happened yet.
Ah. Does he have the wooden thing in his head?
No, that hasn't happened yet. That all happened after his fight with Roger.
Ah. Is he still called the Golden Lion?
I believe they do call him the Golden Lion, yes.
You know what I want canon? Out of all the movies that I want to be canon so fucking bad, I want Zed to be canon so bad because he's such a good character and that's such a good movie.
Well, all I know is that the characters are canon, just the events of the movies are not. So maybe Zed will show up later on in the actual manga.
Well, because it would make so much sense because like the movie's just like Zed's the one who trained all of the Ambrals when they were still coming up.
I completely agree. Honestly, what I was kind of hoping is we would have gotten a reference of Gil Tesoro at some point in the manga. Gil Tesoro was probably like my favorite movie villain because he's just a victim. And
he just gets fucked over by everyone, and it's not his fault.
Well, yeah, because like that's what makes it so interesting. Because like the whole reason he became a pirate to begin with was because the Celestial Dragons bought the woman he loved before he could buy her freedom, and so she just ends up being raped and killed by them. And he gets all the money in the world and everything, and it never fills the hole in his heart because of the one time he didn't have enough money.
The problem with Gil Tesoro is that he's a great villain in a very mediocre movie. Gold is such a whatever movie.
It's because it feels like Gold was an afterthought, but like no, like he was wasted in that movie.
Well, the problem with Gold that I had when I saw it is the plot is super simple and super predictable, but it's also like you had the obvious double cross that was coming with Nami's friend, but you knew it was going to be a triple cross the entire time. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And if you want to get technical with Gil Tesoro, he would technically be Warlord level, but Warlords scale weird because they're supposed to be on par with Yonko, but they're also not.
Well, he's kind of weird because depending on how you want to put his power scaling, he should technically be either on par with Doflamingo, if not like maybe a little bit stronger.
I would say he probably beats Dofi. I think his gold powers probably beat Dofi. Zed versus Zeph, who wins? Okay, so how do you want to take Don Krieg scaling?
Tom Creek scaling's fucked. East Blue scaling's fucked in itself.
Well, no, because so when Don Krieg talks about Mihawk and meets Mihawk, he is not worried about Mihawk at all. But when he hears about Zeph, he's basically shitting himself at the idea of fighting Zeph. So if you take that at face value, you could argue Prime Zeph was at least on Yonko level. But I think that's kind of silly, and I'm not going to say that because that'd be fucking ridiculous.
So, the other reason why East Blue scaling is fucked, and it's a bit of a joke between me and Jim, but it's also kind of not, it's the fact of like Arlong would also technically scale very, very high based off like Fisher Tiger and stuff like that, because he would also scale somewhat to like Jinbei.
True.
It's kind of like why I like Loki kind of want to do like Prime Arlong versus fucking Horty Jones to see who's like the real.
Such a garbage fucking position. I hate that it makes sense. Such a garbage ass position.
You hate the fact that I can make the argument. You hate the argument.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna kick that one from Kyle, so I'll have to end it here. I'll talk to you boys later.
You really do hate the fact that I can make the argument that Arlong beats Horty Jones.